Hello, I'm Maggie Shane, and this is Eat Like You Give a Shit. Today's recipe is my famous stew. In the pot already here on the stove, in a stew pot, we have 16-ounce packages of frozen peas, frozen black-eyed peas, frozen spinach, frozen mushrooms, a half cup of pearl barley, and about a third of a cup of red lentils. The seasonings I've pre-added here are a teaspoon of poultry seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, 2 heaping teaspoons of Italian seasonings, a half teaspoon of turmeric, 2 tablespoons of reduced sodium tamari, and it's about 3 quarts of vegetable broth, enough to cover all of this. Now, I made my own vegetable broth, and I'll tell you how to do that later. But for now, you can just use the store-bought, or you can wait till you make your own. Now, while this is heating up, you want to also be heating up a good non-stick frying pan. Put it on a medium-high heat and let it heat for a good long time. So while all of the things are on the stove happening, you go ahead and wash and chop about 3 or 4 stalks of celery, a large yellow onion, and I used an entire head of garlic, all the cloves. Now save all of your scraps because this is what you use to make your own homemade vegetable broth. Okay, let's get this cooking. Our pan should be hot. Listen to that sizzle. So it's really a matter of good high heat and constant stirring, or nearly constant stirring. And I'm going to leave a lot of this portion in because I really want you to see how easily you can saute vegetables without any oil or cooking spray or any of that. Oh, look at that. See how they're starting to brown? Now, when they start to stick to the pan, that brown stuff is sugar. Put in a little bit of water to deglaze the pan and mix all that sugar back in. We want that in our stew. How nice that is. Now with the frozen things all thawed and the broth all bubbling, chop any raw veggies you want to add. In this case, I added 2 russet potatoes and 3 carrots, and that's because that's all the carrots I had. This recipe could have used more carrots. I didn't have any frozen ones on backup either, so my bad. Add the raw veggies and the sauteed onions to the pot of the hot broth and return it to a full boil. Now pour the whole thing into your crock pot, or you could just let it keep simmering on the stove for about an hour. But you have to stir constantly and keep a good eye on it. Don't let it burn. In the crock pot, though, you'll only need to cook it about 2 hours because when you start with it hot like that, you're way ahead of the game. And here I added some leftover corn I just remembered I had, and stir it all up, and then add a 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast The nutritional yeast and the low sodium tamari are my secret ingredients. So yeah, a couple more hours until your vegetables are as tender as you want them, and make sure the barley is done. And here it is all finished up in a bowl. You can make it thinner. I like it thick. Enjoy your stew.